Alright, I just got back from seeing Las Vegas. Now, I remember in the summer I'd seen The Internship. It was kind of like a meh film, and typical atypical storyline. This was going to happen. You knew how the outcome was going to be, and I thought that Las Vegas was going to be the same deal. But fortunately, the cast really do pull it all together. And it's just, I wanted to see the film because I thought it was just a good excuse to see the cast. I've not seen De Niro, Klein, Freeman, or any of them in a film in quite some time. And seeing Mary Steinberg in the film was quite cool as well. And she's still looking good. I mean, she must be in what, her 50s and 60s now? Because they're all in their 50s and 60s. And forgot his name. I actually forgot his name. You know who I'm on about. Bob Douglas, Michael Douglas. There you go. Yeah. So Douglas as well. Again, because I believe either last year or 2 years back, he was supposed to. Wall Street was supposed to be his final film because he was on the verge of clocking out his and shuffling off his mortal coil. So it's nice to see him in a film also. But to be fair to all of them, they really do bring it together, and it is a nice film. And usually, what I was expecting was just expecting, it's a bachelor film. They're in Vegas, they're going to do all the hijinks and stuff, and then they're going to get married, etc., etc., etc. Usual thing. But the storyline just sidetracks all that, and it just focuses on the friends. The friendship that they had 58 years ago, and they still got it to get today, and how they've been all together and just with each other, and it's a nice, I guess, bromance film. It was quite touching as well, quite moving, which I was surprised about. Wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to be some, I know it's not the summer, it's midwinter, but typical, summer schlock film that you get, just a padding until something bigger comes out. But it was actually quite well done. The soundtrack was hit and miss, but the story and the plot was okay. Some things you could see coming from a mile away, but the way that the story ended was, again, okay. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't dire either. There's plenty of other terrible films out there, but if you just want to see the film just for reminiscent of the old times when they used to be in pictures, then go see it. But they're definitely looking their age, and I don't know, it might be a while before I see any of them in a film again. I'm not sure. I know Freeman's going to be voicing in the new Lego movie. I'm not really read up on Douglas, Klein, or De Niro and what films they are doing. Although I will say, if you want to see this film purely for the repetition, that's the repetition. The repetition of De Niro's constant repetition that he does. This film is great for it because he has a lot of angry scenes where he will repeat himself over and over and over again, as he does, because it's just what he does. He repeats himself. It's De Niro repeating himself. So if you want to see it purely for that, then by all means go for it. You will get your top dollar prize for it because he repeats himself many times, as I have done in this very short review. But it's going to be a short review because I'm piss wet through. I've just walked from the cinema home and it's chucking it down, and I want to dry myself off. But I figured I'd get this quick tidbit out of the way, just review it. Oh yeah, one thing. You hear that sound? It's annoying, isn't it? It's very hard to talk it's very hard to watch a film even when all you can hear is that sound constantly going off. It appears that my filming adventures have, the young couples have all departed. I guess the Christmas period has either broken them all up, or they're just so full of sex and love that they're just resting off at home. Because now, all my cinema experiences so far have been full of old people who talk loudly, old people who use their phones loudly, and old people who are so reminiscent of the trailers that when you're watching the film, all you can hear from behind you is, "This is a good bit. I remember this bit from the trailer. Oh, this is going to be funny." And it's kind of annoying slightly. So, young people, if you're listening, get back in the cinemas. I can deal with your PDA. I can't, because the PDA was distracting. I didn't enjoy it. It was distracting hearing you necking off with your partner next door to me. But I can class that as white noise. I can deal with that. I can break through that. I can't break through old people reminiscing about how the good a film is or what's going to happen next. I don't need a commentary throughout the film. If I wanted that, I'll buy the DVD when it comes out and then listen to the commentary. Or which to say, if they do release a DVD of it and they have the commentary of all the cast members, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I wanted to see it because it was just nice to see the old actors just reunited. We're just Hollywood's just swamping the field with new, bright young actors, which isn't an issue, but a lot of them can't act. It shows caliber when these guys show the caliber when they're in a film that isn't all that great, but you want to see it because of them. This film could have quite easily have been done with some new teenage cast members, and it probably has been done. I think that 21 and over was pretty much the exact same thing, about there was no wedding in there. But it was definitely better than The Internship, highly better than any of the Hangover films, well, apart from the first one. The first one was good, but 2 and 3 definitely just better than that. And well, if you can go see it for cheap, then I do recommend it because it's pretty good. But yeah, next week it's going to be The Hobbit, so it's going to be a bumper review of both The Hobbit once I watch it on Blu-ray and actually need to get sucked into it. It's been far too busy doing other things. And then after the weekend, I'll be reviewing The Desolation of Smaug in the cinemas before it finally stops showing. I think next week is the very last week of it showing, so I need to get that done and sorted. But until then, enjoy this. Hope you enjoyed the other review, and I'll be back probably between Friday and Sunday with another review of The Hobbit, and then the following Monday or Tuesday for Smaug. But until then, catch you all later.